Who is Bruce?
That's a murava thing. The one phrase that you could say and most people would know you're talking about Bruce.
I don't see paleontology in South Africa being where it is if he hadn't come to the BPI.
He has been like almost a father figure to me. Yeah?
Bruce has done so much for the field, I don't think I can make a list of it.
When I was at the ESI, I would see Bruce fairly regularly, that is at tea time. Bruce has been my mentor, really.
I got a call from Bruce saying if I'm interested perhaps in applying for the job. At the time I was in a very different field, so I said, no, I can't do it. And he said, no, just think about it. He had much more confidence in me, and that was a huge life lesson. I learned a lot from that.
When he introduces himself, he won't be, I'm Professor so-and-so. Yes, he is, one of the top guys in the world looking at thrapsids, but he'll always just say, hi, I'm Bruce. And that's all, always something that I've really respected. I want to be like that.
Whenever I'm low, whenever I feel like giving up, he would say, my friend, there are worse things in life.
He was my host and in some ways my mentor. You always expect someone with that kind of position to be always very busy, to have little time for you, and it was never the case. His door was right open and you could knock at his door and he will not ask you to wait or whatever. The impact of that was very positive.
We're also good friends. We had many a good evening at his place. It's almost a sort of paternal feeling there. He's been very important to me.
Sometimes I look at myself and say, wow, this is so Bruce. These 15 years I've spent with him, his way of doing things has rubbed off on me.
If it wasn't for him, I would not be in the position I am in today. And I, for one, appreciate it very much.
There's not just one story that I can pick up. Everything is a nice memory.
Getting stuck in the mud, the tire punctures we have experienced together in the field, everlasting memories to me.
I recall him several times popping his head to my office door and saying, are you enjoying your work? We don't pay you enough for you to not enjoy your job.
Probably, I guess, the favorite story of mine of his, when he was bringing back the Tapanocanina specimen from the museum in Bloemfontein. He was driving back down the highway from Bloemfontein with a couple of tons of rock in the back of this truck. It didn't go faster than like 60. Normally a 4-hour drive from Bloemfontein to Joburg, but obviously it was taking a bit longer and he was fed up kind of driving so slowly, so he just started pushing all the buttons. Maybe one of them will turn it into turbo or something. And then Marina looked over and was like, Bruce, it's tipping. He pushed the button to tip the back of the truck, and now he's driving down the N1 highway, pulled over and just switched everything off. And luckily it stopped tipping. If the blocks had fallen out, then they would have had to get a crane or something to get the blocks back in the back.
Would always be on at me to finish off a paper, even though some of them go back 30 years. He's become a friend.
His sort of attitude to students and his attitude towards me was exactly what I needed to get the best out of me. I know he's retiring and that, but I don't think he's ever going to hang up his hammer and sit drinking tea in his garden. He's not going to do that.
Yeah, he's going to just take paleosciences further forwards.
I wish him absolutely everything of the best.
He made me the person I am today. So now I'm a paleontologist, I have a position. I don't have to fear about the future, and it's all thanks to him. So it will be a massive thank you.
Thank you for all the memorable years we have had together. It has been a super 15 years working with you, and I have enjoyed every second of it.
Bruce, I wish you all the best for your future. I'm sure you and Marina will be happy down in Croftnet. It gets you off my case for the Maltino paper, which is always a good thing for me. Just hope we have another 30 years together publishing, and maybe it's time you get on Johan's case for some of those papers.
Do take time to relax. Don't try and organise everything anymore, and continue to look for fossils. And I will see you hopefully soon enough, and then we can talk about it a bit more in person.